Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Shazia. You may know me as Brown Girl Does Makeup. Thank you for clicking on my video. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate it. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. It really helps my channel out. So today I have another collections video, and today is all about tools. So I have my makeup brushes and sponges and stuff, and then I've got some skincare tools, not many though. So hopefully this will be a quick video. I was considering doing a bit of a declutter of my brushes, but I haven't had the chance to try them out and see which ones are not working for me to separate them. So I won't probably do a declutter in this video. I'll probably do another video with a declutter because there's a few bits in my collection since doing these collection videos that I am considering to get rid of. So yeah, I'm just gonna run through all the stuff I have. So let's start off with the newest things in my collection, and that's these Real Technique brushes. I got the sponge as well, but I forgot the sponge downstairs. But I basically bought the eye set and the face set. So if you watched my unboxing video, I'll link it somewhere in the cards. You would have known I bought this because I do want to declutter some of my brushes, but like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I want to try them out again before I actually make a decision of what I want to declutter, because some of them are still good, but some of them are a little bit scratchy and they're falling off the barrels and stuff. So I know a couple that I definitely gonna declutter, but I won't do it in this video. I'll do it in another video, as I mentioned in the beginning. But yeah, that's the new set of brushes that I have in my collection. And then I have these ones which are new as well. These are the travel ones. I'm going to be using these fairly regularly when I go and visit my parents and stuff. These will get some use. They're the travel size ones and they look like this, really dinky, tiny. I'm not sure how I'm gonna work with these because I'm used to sort of full size handles, and these are really small, but I will see how I go with these. And then it comes in this handy little pouch, which I quite like because it keeps my brushes separate from anything else. And the way they're stored, let me just pop them back in. So as you can see, you can store them all upright, so that way your bristles don't get bent or frayed or anything like that, which is quite nice. So hopefully I can get the hang of using shorter handle brushes, and these will work well for me. Also, when I travel, I tend to bring too many brushes, so this will eliminate that issue too, where I don't bring every single brush I own. Moving away from brushes, I have these are like brush covers when you wash them to keep the hairs directed in the same place. I bought these off of Amazon. They were like, I think they were like $5.99 or $6.99 for this pack. So you get 50 in a pack. I'll try and link them down below if I can find them again, but I bought them a while ago, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to find them. But they're really good in terms of keeping your bristles sort of all straight and lined. But some of my bristles on my brushes have ruined a little bit, and I think it's the way I store them because I have quite a few brushes in that brush holder. So this is the So Eco blending drop sponge. It looks like this. It's obviously a beauty sponge and you wet it and it sort of largens. I haven't used it yet because I do have quite a few sponges that I can still use, with the exception of one. And I'm going to have a look at decluttering some of my sponges as well, but I think I'm just going to do a separate declutter video. So this is just a switch. I bought this when I was on holiday in, where did we go? We went to Malaysia, I think, and I found one of these beauty stores, and it was literally like £1 or something. And it's one of those color switches that you can use for your brushes. I actually don't really use it as much as I used to, and it's because it's hidden. At the moment, this is my struggle. This is why I started the collection video, to remind myself of what I have and what I don't have. Well, the collection series, should I say. Going on from that, these brushes, these are like dual-sided brushes, and most of them have come from palettes, like my Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. I got some from Urban Decay and stuff. I have this set from when Huda Beauty released the retrograde palette. I bought the whole set with the makeup bag and stuff, and I actually really like these Huda Beauty brushes. So these are all from my ABH palette, and I know people like say these brushes are not the best. How many do I have? I have like quite a few. I didn't realize I have so many ABH palettes. But anyway, I know like some people don't like using these brushes, but I don't mind them, to be honest. Then they're all right, they're soft, they're blendable, they're quite decent, so you know, I'm not going to complain about that. This was from the brush set I bought from Morphe ages ago. I just haven't gotten around to using it again because I don't want to store it in here because it's going to ruin the bristles, obviously. Oh, another ABH brush. And then I've got I got one Urban Decay brush, and this was from the Honey palette. This again is fine. It's like the ABH ones. This is a Tarte brush that I got from Holiday Palette in 2020. Yeah, 2020. And then this was a brush I got from Brushworks in a Look Fantastic beauty box. So yeah, just because they're stored like this and it's zipped away and in another drawer, I tend to forget about them and not use them. But they are quite handy brushes. They're not the best quality, but they're still quite good, I think. So I should really use them and remember I have them. Then I won't be buying more brushes. So this one came in a Look Fantastic beauty box. It's a silicone gentle exfoliating pad, and obviously you exfoliate your face with it. It's not something I use because I have the Foreo. I don't really use stuff like this, manual ones. So this is brand new and I don't know what to do with it, to be honest. So I might just collect a few things and put it in a giveaway, or I might just gift it to someone or donate it. I'm not sure yet. We'll figure that out. And whilst we're on here, I've had this for ages. I absolutely love this Foreo. It's my best friend morning and night. We really enjoy using it to cleanse my face. Whilst we're on the Foreo products, let me just grab this one. So this is the Foreo UFO Smart Mask. I really need to use this because I have had it for a while, a very long time, and I haven't even used it yet. I haven't touched it. It's still in its packaging, as you can see. So I need to start using this. This is one I do use. This is called the Foreo Espada, I think, and it's basically the spot reduction blue light LED, and I really like using this. I use it mainly at night. And it really helps to calm down any blemishes that I get. So I'm just going to go through the brush holder. So I pulled out all my Refa brushes. These are all the ones I have. I have the eye set and the face set from a mixture of collections. So I bought the holiday collection, not last year, the year before, 2021. You get the set of eyes and face brushes in the two collections. And I really enjoy these brushes. This is why I wanted to buy new brushes, because I felt like some of my other brushes were really scratchy and these were so soft and lovely. And I would love to buy more Refa brushes because for me they're at that price point where I feel like they are obtainable but also really good quality, because brushes like Sonia G and Hakuhodo and all those other brands, I don't think I can afford this. And I don't know when I will be able to afford those, but I would really love to be able to buy them because my skin is maturing. It's quite sensitive sometimes as well. Your tools really sort of help the application of makeup, but I really love these brushes. They're beautiful brushes. If you can manage to budget for some really good quality brushes, I highly recommend these because they're so soft. And if you're of a certain age, like myself, where I'm hitting closer to 40 than I am in my 30s now, I highly recommend brushes like these. And then this is the Refa eye curler. I disposed of my old one, which I don't even know where I got that from, but it was a cheapy one. And this one's so good. I really enjoy it. I really like using it. So these are my Spectrum brushes. I swear I thought I had more, but it looks like I don't know where they've gone because I don't store my brushes anywhere else apart from here. So these are all the eye brushes and these are the face brushes. I have washed all my brushes, but for some reason I can't get the staining out. I lost one, because the foundation brush, because the bristles literally popped off here and I literally used it a few times, and now this one, the barrels come off. I don't even know how, because I tend to, so apart from the fact that this barrels come off, and I lost the foundation brushes. I actually don't mind these brushes. These are really nice and soft. They're still really lovely to use. They don't irritate me whatsoever when I use them. So I just kind of like sectioned my brushes by brands, just so it's easier for me to run through them. So I'm going to go through these individual ones here. I've got a few other individual ones. So this is from Primark. It's one of their, surprisingly, this is a really soft and nice brush, but I got it so many years ago and it's still really good. It's still really good quality, but I don't know if they still do these brushes anymore because I got it so long ago. So this is my ABH brush that I have that I use with the brow pomades. I really like this one. It's number 12. I keep it in the plastic bits that came with it because then I can store it in this. This is a random brush from a company called SBC. This is like a trade brand. Well, it used to be a trade. This is my Inglot liner brush, and it came in a set with the gel liner and Duraline. Really like this brush, really like it for liners. These are my Pat McGrath brushes. This came in a collection when I bought the foundation, the powder and the primer. I really like these brushes. Again, these are really soft, really nice. It's a lovely foundation brush. It's really soft and it doesn't leave streaking, and this concealer brush is really lovely too. Really enjoy using those. This is one of my favorite foundation brushes, the It Cosmetics foundation brush. I got this gifted in PR. They sent me a PR package one time, just one time, and I really appreciate it because this brush is beautiful. I still use the foundation, to be honest, but it's really lovely and I really like the bristles. It's really soft and gentle and it buffs in foundation really nicely. This is a Charlotte Tilbury Magic Complexion brush. Now this one, the bristles have gone all over the place, and again I think it's also the way I store it. I do like this, but it frays a lot. It's soft when you're using it, but it frays on your skin quite a lot, so I wouldn't pay the price for Charlotte Tilbury brushes, because even though the bristles are soft, they're really nice on the skin when you're using them. It just frays. This is the Sigma Multitasker F47 brush. I really love this brush. This is another favorite foundation. Like, I use this mainly for foundation because I think it applies foundation so beautifully on the skin. So let's do these ones. These ones are the Beauty Bay eye brushes. I got these a while ago. It was a collection that they had. These are quite good brushes. They're alright for the price and the quality and stuff. It's not too bad. I do fairly enjoy these. They blend well, they pick up shadow well. I quite like the liner one, but I have to kind of like pinch it when I use it to make it really thin so I can do a nice wing. And this one's a good size for the space that I've got with my eyes. It's a bit larger. It's a blending brush, and you know, all the other brushes are fine. I like this one for the lower lash line and like inner corners and stuff. The others are fine. I can't say anything bad about them, so they're quite good. These three brushes are from, let's have a look, Luxie, I think it's called, and these came in my Look Fantastic boxes, all three of them. So this is a taper highlighter brush, and this one is a large shader, and then you've got this one which is I'm trying to read, tapered blending brush. So this one's quite nice. It's soft, it's quite flimsy, so this is more for like a blowout kind of transition shade. This one's a little bit more dense and shorter bristles, and this one obviously is the highlighter, but sometimes I use it to apply powders around my T-zone and under eyes and stuff. It's quite a soft brush. It's quite nice. It's not bad brushes, and the fact that I got them in the beauty boxes is quite nice to try out new brands, I guess. So this is the only MAC brush I have. I got this free gift with purchase. I generally use this to apply bronzers and contour and things like that, and then I'll buff it out with one of my bigger brushes. So I don't really use this one often, but again, it's nice to try out MAC brushes considering everyone was going on about them for years. These two are Makeup Revolution brushes. I got this as a set. They are this is like a foundation brush, buffing brush, and this one's just a tapered blending brush. They're actually really soft and really nice. I still use them. I've used this for again, cream bronzers and contour, things like that, because I quite like it how dense it is. I Also sometimes use it for foundation, or now I've got cream and liquid blush, I can use it for that too. I don't think they do these anymore because I got this like 6-7 years ago, and I quite like them. I think the quality of brushes sort of from 5 years ago and onwards was much better than what you get today. So these brushes are my elf brushes. This one I got free gift with purchase, and it's like that NARS one, that paddle one. I think it's supposed to be a dupe, but this is quite nice for, like it mentions, contouring brush, so you can really define areas and sort of carve out your jawline and stuff like that. So it's quite a nice soft brush for that. This one was gifted by my sister-in-law. This is a powder brush. She gifted me this when it was Year of the Ox. These ones are really old elf brushes I bought in 2014, I think. That's how old they are. But there was more to them. So there was face brushes, but I didn't like the face brushes, so I got rid of those. But I didn't mind the eye brushes, so I don't actually have an eyebrow / lash comb, so I kept this one because it's quite decent. And then these are sort of smaller eye brushes. These are again quite nice, but I need to test them out because they feel a little bit harder compared to the other ones that I have. I mean, this is quite nice for inner corner. It's meant to be, I think it's a concealer brush, but I don't see anyone using something this small for concealer. But I like to use it for like highlight in the inner corner or underneath the brow art. I also don't mind using this one for defining the lips a little bit with like lipstick. And this one I use solely for my lips, but I don't really do that often. I like to wear lipsticks that I could just apply and go and not worry about and fuss about with them. Yeah, so I just want to test these ones out and see whether I will be keeping these ones or not. And then we have the rest of my brushes. I got 3 different brands here. I've got Morphe, Real Techniques and number 7. We'll do the number 7 ones first because there's a lot less of those than all the other ones. So these are the number 7 brushes I have. I think they still do some of these brushes. I bought them so long ago, I don't know. But this is like a blusher brush and it's really, really soft. It's really nice. It's good for precision placement and stuff. This is an eye contour brush. This is really soft as well. It's really nice, and it's small so you can get a precise positioning on your contour. This is the concealer brush. Now this is one I would use for concealer because you can apply it quite quickly and blend it in quickly. And this is another eye brush that is more of a like sort of thin paddle brush, so you can really apply, like I would say, like metallics or you know, shimmers and stuff to the lid. They're really nice brushes. I do recommend these. I do recommend these as a drugstore option. So these ones are my Real Technique ones I had before. Now these are really old, really old, and I need to check if some of them are still as soft as they used to be. So this one, I don't even know what it is, but it's sort of like a dual fiber. This one's a sort of like a dual fiber blush brush. Not blush brush, powder brush. It's really nice for like powders and bronzers and blushes even and stuff. I really like this one. This one's been traveling with me, but the bristles feel not as soft as they used to because I think I've worn them down so much, but it still functions really well. So I just need to try it out and see if it's like really prickly on my face or not. This is a blush brush and it's really nice for cream products. Really nice for cream products and really nice for liquid products too. This is another powder brush. It's a dual fiber one. I think it's the same as the other one that I just had. Yeah, they're practically the same. Again, I do really enjoy this. This one feels a lot softer than the other one, so I have a feeling the other one's probably older. This is a dual fiber stippling brush. This is a really nice brush to use with creams and liquids to buff in bronzers and contour and stuff like that. Really nice brush. I really enjoy. So these are the eye brushes that I have from Real Techniques. I bought many moons ago. I really enjoyed this one for eyebrows and liner. It's really nice. This one I use for liner all the time. Again, I have to sort of make it a little bit more pointy because it's starting to fan out and fray. This one's a crease brush. I feel like this is too large for a crease brush, to be honest. Sorry for the flickering. My phone's not focusing properly. But yeah, I think it's too large for a crease brush. So I usually use it as one of those brushes that you sort of use at the end of doing your eye look, just to buff everything out and make it look even and smooth. I don't use this one at all, so might be one that I declutter. It's just a duo fiber eye brush. This one's an angle eyeshadow brush. I don't mind this one. It's quite nice. It's soft. I don't really use it because I don't think to pick it up, but I might just keep this one anyway. And this one's a base shadow brush. It's slightly tapered and it fans out. I like this one because I tend to use this as like a crease brush as well, especially when I am trying to just not cut the crease, but kind of cut the crease, if you know what I mean, because it's quite small and it fits nicely in my eye socket, so I quite enjoy it. And these are a few more face brushes. So this is a contour brush, and this is really nice for cream contours as well as like powdered contours and stuff. This one I use for under eye powder, but I can also use it for highlighter because it's quite a nice size, as you can see, but I mainly use it for highlight under eye powder. It's really nice to buff in, and it's not like stiff or anything. It's really soft. And then here's another one that I don't really use often. This is a dual fiber contour brush. I don't know why I don't really use this one often. I should really try and use it, and the bristles feel really nice and soft still, so I should kind of try and get use out of it and see how I feel about it. And again, if it's not working for me, I might just put it in a declutter. And this one was gifted to me. This is a brightening concealer brush, so it's specifically for like under eyes and stuff, and it's really nice. This is so soft, and this is the difference between this is the new one, and it's really soft. It feels really nice, and this one feels slightly, so this is one of my new ones I picked up, and it feels really soft, really nice, the bristles, whereas this one feels slightly rougher because obviously I've had it for so many years and of wear and tear and stuff. So this is why I want to use all my brushes again and see how I feel about them before I do a declutter. And last but not least, I have my Morphe brushes, and this is why I keep talking about decluttering, because these are the ones that I feel like are scratchy, the bristles are just bad, and like one of them has fallen apart, but I'm trying to keep it together, so I'm just going to take it out and put it lying down so I can pick them up. This was from Muji, by the way, if anyone's interested. I'll try and see if I can find it and link it down below. But these are the Morphe brush sets I got. I got 2 brushes. So this is the Morphe brush set, and these 3 I got individually. So I bought this one because I wanted something to do that buffing technique after makeup application to buff in powders, and I felt like this, even though it's huge, it's like a microphone, it's a really good brush to do that, and it is a really good brush to do that. I still really like it. It's soft, it's really nice, but it falls apart. You see how easy that was to pull off. So that's my one gripe about this. Quality in terms of the barrel and the handle and stuff is really bad. This is the RO brush. I don't know if they still do any of these brushes, and again, like, my poor bristles are like all bent because of the way I store my brushes. They're too tightly packed together, but I kind of want to keep this one, but I also know that I don't like it when they fall apart like this. This is a foundation brush. This is actually quite a nice foundation brush. I do enjoy using this one. It doesn't have any streaks or anything like that. This is the M439. It's such a basic brush. It's quite good. This is my favorite bronzer brush. This is an E3. It's a good shape and size to apply bronzer. I really enjoy this brush for that. I enjoy this one for a sort of contouring around my nose and lip area and stuff. This one I kind of use for cream products. I don't mind this one, but it's getting there, like it's fraying a little bit, but it's a nice brush. I never use this fan brush. I actually don't like it. I gave it to Elisa and she plays around with it all the time. This is a nice blush brush as well. This is M523. It's alright. Like, it's actually still soft and it's not fraying or falling apart or anything, so that's quite a nice brush. This one I solely use for under eye powder. I really like the shape of it, and I like the way it's tapered and stuff. And this one's the M438. It's a really nice brush, really nice for that. These 3 I use for highlighters because it's a really good shape and size, but look how horrible it is. Like, this one's alright, it's still okay, but it's, you know, fraying. This one, the bristles have gone a bit funny. and this one's just dead. This one's completely dead. Like, this is one I definitely have to get rid of and declutter, so I'm going to put that to a side. But this one's the R36, and these two, this one's the M501, and this is the M501 as well. But yeah, these are really like for highlighters, and these are all the eye brushes. I really like this one for carving out the eyebrows. I still do that from time to time. Oh, I dropped one. Yeah, I still do that from time to time. Sometimes I use it for concealers, like pot concealers and stuff as well. So I do really enjoy this one. These, some of them are a little bit scratchy. Like, I think this one's a bit scratchy. This one, I do want to test them out before I get rid of any, because brushes are expensive, and even if they're drugstore, they're still sort of a little bit priced up there in price, because it's not something like you'll throw away in a year or 2 years. So the last couple of brushes I want to talk about is my Fenty Beauty travel brushes. Now, when we did go traveling, I did bring these along with me, and I did enjoy using them, but now I don't travel as much, so I don't really use them. Also, they're really difficult to clean. Like, I tried washing this one and it was really hard to get these stains out for some reason, so I don't really use them that often, to be honest. So that's all my brushes. So I'm just going to do these little bits here. Oh wait, there's one more brush. This is the Brushworks double-ended brow brush. I feel like I haven't used this yet because it's too big for me. This is too big for eyebrows. I wouldn't use this, it's too large. I need something a little bit more precise. So again, that's probably something that's going to go into donation or giveaway or something. And then we have this fan that I bought from Malaysia, and I use it to set my makeup with setting sprays. When I spray my face, I use it like that, and I do really enjoy that. So this is a massage roller. I use this to massage my face every now and again when I have some time. I haven't used it in years, and I really saw an improvement in sort of like liquid drainage on my face when I used it, because I could start to see like my cheekbones and stuff to being a bit more defined, and I also felt like I wasn't having as much pain in my jawline and stuff when I used to use it. I need to pull it out and start using it again, but again, it's in a drawer and I forget about it, so this is why I'm not really using it. This is just your massage roller. You've seen these plenty of times. This is from Brushwork. This came in one of the Look Fantastic boxes as well. I don't really use this, so this is something I might just declutter. So this is an eye roller. I used to use this quite often when I used to put eye cream. It's from Revolution Skincare. So I did quite enjoy using this because it really woke you up in the morning, and it was really nice. It felt really nice. But again, it's just finding time to use these things. And then here I have some, these are really old, they're oil absorbing sheets from Boots. This is old, and then this was a new version, but now this is old. I used to carry these all the time, but because I don't really wear that much makeup anymore, and I don't go out as often, I don't really carry these, but I should start carrying them now. I'm starting to venture out a little bit more. So now these are all like my sponges and my powder puffs. So I got a bunch of Real Technique sponges. I really like these ones. So when I do my declutter video, I'll probably be decluttering a lot of my other sponges, because I'll probably just keep these to use. So these are the Tati Beauty Blender 4. It's sad that she no longer trades anymore. I actually really love this. This is like one of my favorite tools to use. I'm not saying it because I really like Tati's videos, and I've learned a lot from her in terms of makeup application and stuff. But this is actually a really good tool, and I'm sad because I can feel the sponge kind of like changing its form a little bit, so it feels like it's gonna not last too long. It feels like it's not got a lot of life left in it, but I don't really use the little one, so I might start using the little one. But I just like the material. The material was really good in terms of like, because I get oily, I put a lot of powder on my sort of T-zone, and I do also put powder on my cheek area, even though my cheek area is quite dry, so it kind of smooths out everything. And I love using this for that because it's just really great. And sometimes this is like a all-in-one done tool kind of thing, because I can use it for my foundation, my powders, my blush, my concealer, and all I do is just use the different corners and then flip it and use the different corners here if I'm using it for every part of application. And this one's from Elf. This is just a powder puff. I have washed everything but staining. And this is really nice and soft, really nice and soft. It's not the same texture as this, but it's really soft and really nice for powder application. This is the Laura Mercier one I got in one of their like gift sets at Christmas when I bought the powder. And this is so rough. Like, I should really get rid of this because it doesn't wash off very well, as you can see, and it is really rough. Like, you can hear the difference. Like, this is really soft, and then this is like crunchy. So I might just get rid of that. This is another one from Elf, but this one isn't as soft as this one for some reason. I do prefer that one. So again, I want to try it out and see what it looks like, what results it gives before I chuck anything away. This was a sponge from the Fenty Beauty powder foundation. I just keep it in here because I like to wash it frequently, and then when I want to take the powder out with me, I'll pop it in there and use it. And again, these are ones that I had from MAC, and I don't know where the other ones come from, but I just like to keep them, wash them, keep them, and then when I take out the certain powders that fit them, I'll put them in there. But I do need to buy new ones. I know you can buy them online, fresh new ones. So these are 2 more powder puffs I got recently in the Look Fantastic box from Brushworks. I don't mind it, but this is really rough and scratchy, so I can't really use this one for like under eye application for powders. And this is a really old beauty blender, and I just need to chuck it away. We'll discuss that later. I put a review up of this on my Instagram, and this is the Juno & Co sponge that was viral many years ago. And you know, because people like Nika Tutorial used it and said, oh my god, it's the best thing since sliced bread. But I like matte foundations, full coverage matte foundations, even though I'm trying to do more skin tints and more sort of soft matte foundations, because my skin texture and type is changing a little bit. But in general, if I'm going out, I like something matte and long lasting, and this just isn't the best application for method for foundations like that. I need to try it with the ones that are more lighter, more softer finish, like softer radiant matte finish, and see about those. This is a Harry Potter sponge that I got from I think my sister did some sort of like games and stuff, and we won them in games, and I won this one in games. I haven't used it yet. I washed it and it comes out really big, but I don't know how I use this. I think it'll be good for like under eye application stuff mainly, and I'll see if it works. So this is the Morphe sponge. I actually didn't like this. I find it, even when you wet it and it's supposed to expand and be soft and bouncy, it's really hard, like really hard compared to like the Beauty Blender, which is really soft, and you can, you know, you can see the difference. Like, it's really hard in texture. I didn't like this, so I might declutter that in my declutter video. And this I got as a free gift with purchase. I can't remember what brand it was, or it feels quite nice, so I want to try it and see if it's a good sponge before I chuck it away. And this is a Real Technique sponge. I can't remember when or where I got it, but it's always been in my drawer. I've never really used it, and to be honest, I don't even know how I would use a sponge like this because the shape is so weird. But yeah, so that's all the tools I have for skincare and makeup application and stuff. Let me know if you have any of these things and how they work for you, and if you recommend any specific brands of brushes, and if I can link that emoji holder, I will down below. I might actually find something similar so I can in one holder. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts and feelings are, and if anyone's tried this for your UFO face mask thing, let me know how it's worked out for you, because I'm eager to try it and I need to try it one day, but today is not the day. So yeah, thank you for watching. Sorry it's a long-winded video, and if you've gotten this far, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, bye.